Now that takes me to the question. Very delightful morning and welcome to the Saturday edition of Rise and Shine. It's a beautiful morning and I'm super excited to be here today. And you might be wondering, why am I excited? You know what? Every day God gives us another opportunity in the breaking of the dawn to make sure that we get to keep aspiring, we get to keep dreaming, we get to look back on the lives and times that we've been able to spend on earth and then meditate, reflect on it, take away the things that we don't want going forward, and of course, learn new things and advance our dreams, our visions, and aspirations. Because as long as there is life, there is hope. And as long as you have hope and keep working towards your dreams, there is no saying that you're going to be able to fulfill it. I'm super excited because today happens to be one of those most memorable days. I mean, it's not every day that you get to wake up in the morning to a very beautiful memory that will be looking back at you 2, 20, 30, 40 years from now. And you're like, oh my God, did that actually happen on that day? And you're like, yeah, it did. You know that expression where you felt completely loved, completely appreciated, and then you have been grateful and thankful to God Almighty for all of the blessings that you've received from Him, for all the love, for all the beautiful things, not just for yourself, not just for your family, not just for your community, not just for the church environment you find yourself or the office space, but in the generality of things that you see around you. Now, you and I have every reason to be happy, and I have an extraordinary reason to be happy today. You know why? Well, I'm guessing you're thinking right now, what is he talking about or where is he heading towards? Just hold that thought for a moment. It's that very beautiful day today, the 4th day in the month of June 2022. And on this day, an extraordinary personality was birthed and given to the world. And then as we celebrate today, in commemoration of that beautiful day that God decided to send this wonderful being to us on planet Earth, and of course to you and to the family in the world, we want to just say congratulations to the most amiable, most adorable, most wonderful, you know, I'm trying to think of the other adjective that would just best qualify the personality that I am talking about. Well, you know, as usual, I'm not always going to do this alone. I'm not always here alone. It has always been me and the adorable, very delectable, very gorgeous, very charming, and very lively Uyai and Niakan. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, kickstarting today's show, I want to say good morning, happy birthday to my partner on set, who has always been a wonderful personality. And I just had to take the show away from her this morning just to make sure, you know, I make her feel very beautiful. And good morning. You look absolutely beautiful this morning.
Good morning, precious people of Nigeria. Good morning, Akwa Ibom State. Good morning, my neighbors in Ibiakoran. Good morning, Francis. My name is Yane Kano. It's so beautiful to be here this morning. You know, the whole time you were talking, I was wondering, what is this young man talking about? What is he saying? Where is he headed? Uncle, learn your point and let us relate. Oh dear.
So this happens to be the photo shoot for the birthday shoot, and you just see the focus in her eyes. You can see her telling you, you know what? I'm just getting started. I'm not even started yet. Like, I got so much to offer to this world, to this generation and generations yet unborn, and I'm just getting started. And you guys haven't seen nothing yet. So tell us, how do you feel?
Well, I feel great. I feel elated, and I'm very grateful, for life and the opportunity to be doing the things I do at this time. Like today's birthday is not like under the cover. I turned 30 today, so it's like a landmark for me, and it's a whole lot of
Oh
what
my!
God.
Oh my eyes are
Yeah,
popping. Like,
yeah, the eyes are popping.
oh
Yes,
my!
I actually turned 30 today, so
Oh
it's a lot of
my!
emotions, mashed into the same box on the same day. Several
Wow.
emotions for me. I'm just super elated. I'm really grateful. The journey has been a long one, but alas, here I am.
At
It
last.
can only get better.
And I'm looking at you 30 and you don't look 30. So you were planning to join the league of Katensia, Rita Dominic, and the likes who are 50 and above and are still looking like they're 20.
I am absolutely flattered. Thank you. I hope I stay that way for a very long time because I don't want to look my age. Oh,
You definitely don't look your age. Congratulations. And
thank you
to
so much.
all the amazing persons who share the birthday with EI today, we wish you a happy birthday and we wish you God's blessings and all the love, all the fun, all the laughter that will keep you, glowing 24/7 going forward. And you know that you are loved. You're the most beautiful personality in the
Yeah,
world of us. So keep radiating that love, like she's radiating. I feel like we should just stay here the whole of today
you
and
get it.
just bask in this,
You get it.
radiating light.
Like since it's the privilege of the birthday, I just do like a quick shout out to all those that I know that are celebrating their birthdays today. I know that Pastor Dr. Paul Ineche's birthday is today. So really great happy birthday to you, sir. Off for fun honor. Who is an beautiful MC. Today is his birthday with his twin sister, Ofana Sarah Akpan. Today is Toyo and Sika Edward's birthday, and we happen to be schoolmates back in secondary school. And
I
so
could
yeah,
imagine how it used to be those
you
days.
get
I
it.
mean,
So yeah,
I have some birthday mate friends who happen to share the same birthday. So it is awesome. It's oftentimes massive
the
fun.
feeling can be nostalgic.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness, you get that right.
beautiful. Yeah. So
Mm.
yes, happy birthday to
So wait, wait,
me.
wait, wait. We're done with the celebration, the light celebration. So where are we turning up?
Anywhere a surprise party is organized for me, I pledge to show up. Y'all just tell me where you've organized the party. Send me the address. I have a few nice clothes here and there. I'll put them on and turn up.
All right, that's the spirit. Glad to know that you are there. And of course, this is the World Breakfast Show that we always ensure to bring you just from all around the world to ensure we can start your weekend on a proper footing. I think the birthday is getting
It's
into
the
my heart.
birthday
Oh
for
my
me.
goodness. Okay, we could call this a birthday edition, bro. But basically, we love to know that you're always there, and we are always glad to wake up with you every Saturday morning. And today, we are coming with a full truckload of gist from all around the world. And we have a special feature that we will unveil once the guests get here. And of course, for those within the Akwa Ibom and Akwa Coast region, these times are high. And this is particularly considering the electioneering period. A lot of things are happening security-wise, and we have to be very careful and constructive and, be very well aware of our environment in
Yeah,
order to play safe.
absolutely. Then we'll just start with our trendy and entertainment just for the whole of the week. Things that have happened, things you might feel like, oh, I've already heard the story, but no, you haven't heard it from Rise and Shine. And any entertainment, gist you haven't heard from Rise and Shine, you haven't heard it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we know that in the past week, Kunle Adeyanju, who started his journey from London on a bike to Nigeria, landed on the 41st day. So he did a 40-day ride, landed in Nigeria, Lagos precisely, on the 41st day of that journey. And Kunle Adeyanju took that motorcycle adventure from London to Nigeria, Lagos, to as an activity to mark polio, an activity against polio. Yes, so I think it's a really great adventure. Like I always say every time we bring the review of his journey so far. However, he decided to, pick up that adventure, and then for the sake of polio, reports say that he had lost a friend, someone dear to him, to poliomyelitis, and he decided to, commemorate and mark as a symbol of honor, people living with polio, and then pushing it out of the way. Yes, so he landed in Lagos, and Nigerians,
Mm-hmm.
we do not carry last in celebrations. So they had gone to what's the name is skipping me now, to the closest, what would I call this country? community closest to Nigeria and waited for him, the bikers, and they all rode back to Lagos together. The fanfare was out of this world.
Well, you would never expect anything less. Remember, before now, Nigerians had said they were waiting for him to come into Nigeria, and there were reports of persons who had already begun the preparation of their bikes to head back to London with him. So I had expected that before you even get to head back to London with him on his way back, and then you get to welcome him from the border town, and that's exactly what happened. And yes, we know as far as Nigeria is concerned, we always, if there is anything that unites us, is sports. Is those little activities that people don't really think is important or is worth celebrating that actually get to unite us. You know that on the football field, when Nigeria is playing, you don't get to hear he's from the north, he's from the south, he's from the west, or he's from the east, and all of that. So it's one Nigeria, and that is one beautiful thing that if we could play that into every fabric of society, I think Nigeria would be a better place. So he has done a great feat, and getting to celebrate a friend who you know, as a result of polio, and then sending a strong message is a sign of great inspiration and honor to the lost friend, and of course an inspiration to persons living and encouraging them that yes, you know, this situation's come, but you can stay victorious and you can conquer. So it's a great one.
And you know that on the realms of this, Kule is actually organizing a bike challenge against polio. So you always know that once we start one thing as an initiative, many more things are built upon those dreams and those achievements. So yeah, we're going to be having a bike challenge to, you know, to mark against polio, as it were. And you know, interviews have come up and he has shared his experiences through the journey of which he was doing as he traveled through the Sahara and all of those things. But something that stands out for me is the fact that he survived 2 sandstorms and nearly ran out of water in the Sahara desert. I mean, I know the conversation was very strong around how did he survive in the Sahara, even with like visual impairment, because there's like as you journey in the Sahara, there seems to be how that the area is, and yes, it feels like your vision becomes blurred and you could just easily lose track, and I mean that could be death. How did he survive in the Sahara? But yeah, he said he survived 2 sandstorms and nearly ran out of water. But yeah, he made it to Lagos. First man to ever try it.
First man to ever try it, and it happens to be a Nigerian. I mean, this just goes to tell the world a whole lot of creative, beautiful stories about us Nigerians.
Wow.
And over time, it's been said that Nigerians are one of the biggest, bravest of people when it comes to the heart of doing things. And Kunle has just shown that, and it's commendable, and it's a source of inspiration. I would not be surprised if after he returns back, we'll have persons from Nigeria embarking on a bike trip from Nigeria to London.
You know that it is not going to be impossible. You know that is not going to be impossible. And something else that I know that Kunle is going to do is that he's auctioning the bike.
Yeah,
he's auctioning the bike, but I feel like I couldn't really relate with why he wants to auction the bike. Initially, that was my initial response to like, why should he be auctioning a bike like that?
But you can already tell where that auction is coming from.
Exactly. So when I thought about it, when I went beyond the initial euphoria of why should he be auctioning it, I realized that okay, once he auctions it, the money realized from the auctioning of the bike will actually be invested back into polio. So I mean, it is something. But I feel like if it were to be me, I would just like to have my bike and be looking at it and be like, this bike that journeyed with me from London.
Now, you're talking about a record-breaking bike, and it's not just gonna be a normal kind of auction. It's gonna be an auction that goes to the highest bidder, and that would mean a significant amount of money, which can't be utilized effectively. I mean, considering the cause he's channeling the money to. So it is an amazing thing. And of course, we know that a lot of persons who want to give everything and anything to have that bike in their collection. So it's a wonderful move, it's a wonderful step, and I congratulate him. And I'm proud of him. In fact, I'm proud to be a Nigerian right now. Super proud.
Hi, I nearly said happy birthday to Kunle. Congratulations to Kunle. Congratulations. We thank God that he had a safe journey and a safe trip to Nigeria, and of course, he has said categorically that he will not be riding a bike back to
Of
London.
course.
On his way back, he's going to take a flag. He shouldn't try that. We need him alive to tell the story. Yes, that's a really beautiful one. And then we move, there's been a lot of good news like in the entertainment space. I mean, Johnny Depp won his case in court. The case was ruled in his favor, and his wife, ex-wife, I beg your pardon, Amber Heard, is to pay him 15 million US dollars as what do they call it, as
Damages.
damages for defamation. But of course, his lawyer goofed somewhere in the middle, so he too is paying her some sum for defamation. So, but I like the fact that the case was ruled in Johnny Depp's favor, and it goes to say that the men folk also can expect that there will be people speaking on their behalf with regards to domestic violence and all of those things. I mean, it's a big win and a great win for the men folk also, to know that this case of domestic violence as it relates to the man is not relegated to the background.
Well, I would say it's a big win for both genders, but particularly for the male folk. Even within the Amber and Johnny Depp trial, there's been a lot of speculation. There's been a lot of insinuations. There have been a lot of debates on whether or not Johnny was actually the victim or Amber was the victim. But unfortunately, the seven-man jury found out and in their verdict and discovered Johnny was actually innocent. And then, in as much as he's gotten to pay some dollars also to Amber,
Thanks to
the
his
fact,
lawyer.
yeah, the fact that he's been found not guilty of those charges significantly has been able to tell a lot of stories and a lot of message to the male community, and of course to the female community. And I'll always reference that at this point in time, we should, consciously walk our minds away from thinking that domestic violence is gender-based. It's basically the women on the receiving end, because we also have men on the other side of the line. In as much as we know that a significant amount of persons who suffer from domestic violence and abuses are the female folks, but we cannot rule the fact that male are also suffering that. And then when a man comes up to tell you, you know what, I'm being abused in my relationship, I'm being abused in my home, or have been abused sexually and otherwise or violently, then you should, not discard it with kid's glove and
Give it
get
a
to
listening
listen and
ear.
possibly get to investigate and then get to the root of the matter. That way we will be able to, reorientate the minds of the male to know that nothing should make you raise your hand, nothing should make you verbally attack, nothing should make you harm the image of the person you vow to love, or you ought to love and respect and protect and shield. And the issue of protection and shielding and respect is reciprocal. So the man respects, treats his woman right, the woman ought to equally
Does the
do
same
same,
thing.
because without that, I mean, when one person is consistently on the side of giving, eventually that well of giving gets dry, and when that well is dry, you never can tell what is going to be the outcome of that.
Well, you also know that with the verdict given by the jury, Amber Heard had come out to say that she was not satisfied, that she was disappointed by the verdicts of the jury. But I mean, the jury has said what the jury has said, and what we do hope going forward from here is that the vote of confidence that the community of their followers had, especially with regards to their work, could be restored to them, especially like looking at Johnny Depp. I know one of the things he cried out about the most in all of this was the fact that it affected his career in no small way. Of course, Amber Heard has also had some losses with regards to the effects of these defamatory actions by both parties on their jobs. So we actually do hope that in the end, the society which they represent in the entertainment industry can find a way to forgive their wrongdoings and, just give them a vote of confidence and then continue for their careers to continue in the path of success.
Well, I think the person who suffered most happens to be John, and Amber's suffering came, a little bit late, possibly from the outcry on the social media space as a result of the case that was ongoing that just came to an end. But then I want to believe Amber would only get to that point when she comes to terms with the fact that she was wrong, and then gets to speak publicly about that remorseful feeling and then the public get to see that she has come to terms with the fact that she did something wrong and she has paid for it, and then get to ask the public's forgiveness. Because if you go by her statement, she literally presently doesn't see anything wrong with what she
Absolutely
did,
not.
and she feels
Still looking for a way to pull
yeah, so
John
she
down.
feels the court have slided her. She feels they're siding with John and all of that. So until she gets to that point, she probably might not be witnessing a lot of changes. But Johnny, on the other hand, victory always comes with a lot of things, a lot of consolidations, a lot of making ups and all of that. So we can almost expect that maybe we might be seeing John back on the Pirates of the Caribbean, lead role as Jack Sparrow immediately. Maybe we'll see other, beautiful projects open up. You never can tell. We might even have a series launched on the heels of the court case. Promoting a lot of issues. So it's a big win for all of us, and it is very important for us to know that protecting the persons we love is a sacred obligation, and we owe it not just to ourselves but also to the community.
Speaking of people we love, I know that in this Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's court trial, Elon Musk was brought to testify, and when I was watching the interview, and I'm like, this triangle. It's really an Elon Musk, a Johnny Depp, and Amber Heard. I just looked at it, and I know, like, when the jury was asking Elon Musk about his feelings towards Amber, and he's like, oh, he's in love with her. He bought this in her name. He did this in her name. He has told her that if she does this, he's gonna do this. And I'm like, wow. They are dated and then broken up, and then he's like, if she responds to a particular like desire of his, then he was going to buy her stuff, something like that. I was like, oh, Elon Musk, is this you on this desk? I'm like, okay, well, this is good.
Love happens to everyone. And for the person of Elon Musk, given his position materially, it's not something that happens on a regular.
I mean,
yeah, it's not something that happens on a regular. So if it's actually real, true love that
they
the both of them have,
so
if it is, but I'll say kudos to him. But it was quite hilarious. I think that was like one of the turning point.
Yes, in the
court case, yeah, because it was discovered that as at the point where Amber was with Elon Musk, she probably was still with her husband, and which was something that a lot of persons frowned at. And then I kind of felt bad for Elon Musk. Kind of feel maybe he didn't know Amber was still involved with the husband, or for whatever reason, but you could almost tell from his conversation. It was like, I was like sitting down there, and she's beside me, and I'm like asking myself, how on earth was I able to get this gorgeous, sweet-looking woman? I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
No,
but then it was a good outing. And regardless, I think a lot of persons will still wish the person of Elon Musk to find love, because it's not okay for anybody to be alone in this world, no matter what.
That's Elon Musk's decision whether he wants to find love or not. Because I mean. So let's just roll it up to Simi. Roll it up to Simi. Our Adekunle gold coin. Yes, and our music coin. I'm going to allow you to take this one.
Well, Simi has been thrilling us with a lot of beautiful music, and I recall during the lockdown, the one that went viral, the Do K with that baby bump, and we even had men, doing the Do K with their big stomach, and it was quite hilarious. So this time around, Simi has released a new album, and the album is titled To Be Honest. And then on the heels of that release, she tweeted about it and then talked about it, and trusts Adekunle Gold
to take it on,
and that's
like the man that he is.
As in, you recall not too long ago on the Nigerian Idol stage, you recall the surprise he brought. Oh my goodness. And then when you look at the story, you just enjoy it. So Adekunle took it upon himself, and he said, this is the best
album
yet. Like, this is the best. And I'm looking at the adjective, the best. Like, the best. That's like telling you, you know what, guys? You've heard a lot of females, you've heard a lot of music, but this year, right now, this is the best. And you got to listen to it. And if you ain't listened to it, then you have not listened to music.
I absolutely can't wait to have access to the new songs that are on the album because I'm sure there will be a great listen.
Well, when you talk about the person of Simi, I mean, she's a music producer, she's a great singer, she's a great composer. Then you can almost tell what is gonna come in. Remember the other song, the song she did for Ayo, They Can Let Go, like blessing fall down, favor fall down on me, goodness and mercy follow me. And I just love the lyrics of that song because it's a prayer that comes from the heart of a woman who wants and needs
Good.
for everything to happen right for the man she loves.
Yeah.
And that is Simi for you. So you can expect a lot of beautiful, deep-rooted meaning, meaningful messages. You can expect a lot of great compositions in terms of melody.
Yeah.
You can expect a lot of things within that music. And it
And I
can
love
just
it,
be,
you know, like messages that can resonate with the people. A lot of times, I think that's how Simi's music works.
yeah.
Once you have a good story that can resonate with people, and then people can just take it on and glide with it.
Yeah, and then talking about messages, since we have love stories all over, one that clicks to my mind just right now, you can almost tell.
No, okay.
Take a guess.
A love story.
Mama told me, love don't care.
Oh, are you talking about music? Oh no, you're not gonna
Yeah,
get me. No,
so
no,
that's
no.
like another word that actually rocked the Nigerian and outside Nigerian stage. Love don't care who you be, where you get to, you know. So
Yeah.
she's an amazing, and I can't just wait to listen to all of the beautiful songs on the album. I just can't wait. Probably add them to my playlist on a
Of
daily basis.
course, of course. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are already waiting. You know, if the songs have not yet been released, maybe they have been released, but I haven't gone to search for it. But I can imagine that that's like the booming, you know, playlist hype for
We'll
everybody
be
at the
having another
moment.
booga.
Yes, right. Another channel might be coming out with one of the songs.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Another one might be coming up. So moving away from that, Chukwuemeka Emmanuel.
It's the way you're calling the name as if you want to fight with the person, like Chukwuemeka, like Chukwuemeka.
Because it's a fight.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So he's instituted a court case over intellectual property. And you might know him as Oga
August
Sabinus,
Sabinus.
one of those guys that makes us laugh a whole lot. And I
And
like,
who recently won the best online content creator
yeah.
at the just concluded AMVC8.
So he's instituting a court case about intellectual property. I'm just thinking, why do people feel the need to steal someone else's intellectual property when you have your own head?
See, this is the argument I'm going to come. This is the angle I'm going to come from. Now you know that phrase "something huge" came and broke the internet. A lot of people started using it. A lot of organizations, churches, small brands, and all of that actually started using something huge. Even telecommunications networks used something huge, you know, as part of their advert. I know that at some point they may not have looked at it as it may not have occurred to them that this could become a big thing, and they may not have known that he had registered that phrase with CAC. They may not have known that, so they might have just thought that okay, maybe it's one of that slang that just came up from a social media skit, and then of course, let's jump on the word and use it as a trending word to drive our business. They may not have known all of the back ends, so I might not even come from the perspective that okay, the original intent was a plagiarism or something.
Well, those things happen, but let's just say they get to settle it amicably without necessarily going through the dragging and foot dragging of the court environment.
And then I
just
mean
get
the sum he's asking to be paid for the infringement. I mean it's a really large sum. So imagine the successes he's already having as Oga Sabinus. When Peak gets to pay him maybe what he's asking for or a little less, you can imagine how much he has set up for his economy. You never can tell how people come into their wealth. I should look for something that says so you can buy it and I sue you.
okay, so he's calculating how much he's going to make. Oh God, help us in this country. The light is good.
Oh, God Shabi, oh, God Shabi. Well, let's hope that this case turns out well and it doesn't become a very long and unnecessary fight between the the August Sabino's brand and the Pig brand. I mean, these two brands are actually brands that the Nigerian people actually do appreciate. Peak has been with us for the longest time. Gala has been with us for the longest time, serving our tables. Oga Sabinus in recent years has brought us, a different spice to entertainment. So we do actually hope that this case can be resolved amicably. And going forward, it goes to say that every other person, including small brands, will be careful with how we pick up things and slogans and maybe statements that come out of people's content to use as drivers in our own. So yeah.
Well, I do hope everything work out well and they get to do it the out of court way. There's always a way to do this mediation without necessarily going through all of this.
So this is the advert we have here on the screen. This is what Peak had actually done. Something huge is coming, and then it was a Peak advert. I mean, Sabino's just napped them.
Well, anyways, we just hope everything work out right. But moving away from Sabina's, so Stephanie Okereke Linus and her husband welcome baby after almost
7 years.
Yes,
Yeah, after 7
after
years.
7 long years of wedding, and that could almost be likened to the AY scenario where they had to wait for 13 years, but that one was almost double the years. So
Yeah.
7 years of wedding, and then finally a baby comes forward, and that was like a most beautiful celebration.
I like the way she put it, the princely arrival of their second baby. And yes, I know I personally have been one person that's been anticipating her giving birth to the next child. It's been a couple of years, and there are one celebrity couple that I like and like to look up for. So I was personally elated at the news of the arrival of their prince and their second baby. So they now have two boys. Yes, so it's a beautiful thing. Congratulations to the Linus family.
Yeah, indeed, congratulations, two boys. Yeah, so we might be looking forward to seeing a girl come next.
Yeah, hopefully. We hope that the chemical and reproductory mathematics that make those things happen works out for them. Yes, Stephanie, of course, Stephanie Okereke is one of Nigeria's veteran actresses of all time. The class of Inedo and Genevieve Naji and Rita Dominic, that's the class that she came in, an excellent actress in her own right. Of course, married to a business mogul himself, Linus. And they're doing great.
Well,
I personally loved her photo shoots. I personally loved the photo shoot. I liked the idea of the African printed material, processed material. That's because I've forgotten the name of that. I'm calling it with all this English. But I mean, I like the way they did it and then used it as a backdrop as well. It just stands out so beautiful for her baby shoot. I mean, this is still a pregnant woman who, like Auntie Awariri, that wore her pregnancy outside and wore the cloth inside. But
Stephanie nice. Has always been one of those amazing ladies in the industry that you get to ask yourself, is she ever going to, grow old? I mean, 24/7. There are these frames of hers that I literally love so much. The one she's oftentimes, on low cuts, and you get to see the beauty of the African diva Amazon just radiating, and you ask yourself, what is the secret behind this beauty? But of course, we know a happy home, a happy life, a fulfilled life is one of those things. And of course, making sure you take care of yourself is also part of it. So congratulations to Stephanie and the husband, and welcome baby prince. And baby princess might be coming. So when you get to have baby princess, we still say congratulations in advance.
Yeah, so you're one of those men who believe that a woman cutting her hair now is like an African beauty thing.
Well, it is both ways. When we were growing up, in the community, there were two sides of the African Amazon who was just described as being beautiful. And one of the things that makes the African woman beautiful was the style that she puts on her hair.
Okay.
And so we had those who would plait using those wools and all of those materials that we used to see, and creating those African motif using the hairstyles. And then we also had those who would not have those big hairs or plait those different styles, but just have a low cut, and then the designs on the hair just makes you see a different pattern of beauty. It's like having the different paintings and the different African motif on the body, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, whether you're in low cut or you're plaiting those hairs or any of those styles, I still say I
You
love
are
it.
an African
Yeah.
king, right? So moving on, comedian Funny Bone proposes to his girlfriend.
Love is sweet, oh. When money enter, love is sweet.
It's like you woke up with music today. It feels like Otobase must have put a hand on you. Like you have like today you have a song for everything we say.
Well, I woke up with music because it's your birthday,
Come on now.
Those things just happen. Some days are like that. But mostly I wake up with music though. But today just happened to be exceptional. And yes, so Funny Bone, I mean, getting engaged is like one of the most beautiful things. But I do hope and pray that this doesn't get to end up like the Alex Ekubo engagement saga that actually ended. I mean,
Why will you drag this there? Why
bec-
will you drag this there?
well, I'm not dragging. Via on the social media, we see that a lot of persons are saying, okay, you've engaged her, no problem, let's wait and see what's going to happen. So I'm just, expressing the mindset of some of Nigerians who have spoken concerning his engagement. But then, Funny Bone has been one of those great guys in the
Yeah, that
industry. So,
he came out through a night what's the
Night
word?
of a Thousand
Night of a
Laughs.
Thousand Laughs. Yes, that was the comedy night that brought him out very well in Nigeria. And yeah, of course, he's one of those funny guys. And I know that he's featured a bit in Flatmates. Yes, currently. And yes, he's doing well. He took to Instagram to announce that finally I asked politely and she said yes. And then my homeboy Akomi fine-tuned a hashtag to Stanley Sanghel. We have a wedding to plan, fam. And that's how we captioned this photo.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so it's beautiful.
God's plan, my world. Amici Chibuna. Amici, yes, I know Amici is like a beautiful love word for some people. Congratulations to Stanley Chimuna, who is popularly known as Funny Bone, on his proposal. We wish them the best, and of course, we are here
And
to
we're waiting
enjoy.
for the wedding.
Yes, we the social media attendees will be here to attend it and report, from the field of everything we saw there. So maybe the color, the glam. But yes, it's a really good one. We like to see how love is progressing in the industry, entertainment industry, Nollywood industry, and we hope that of course we get more worthy examples of people who are staying on and sticking it out
Yeah.
maritally and in their relationships.
Exactly. And to spice that thought up, we're going to take a short music break and get to enjoy. And when we
Let
come
me
back,
dance a little bit.
exactly, a little bit of dance. And then when we come back, Rise and Shine continues. So stay with us. Damien.